I just found out that one of my videos, it's called Movie Trading Company in Fort Worth, was blocked in Russia. So Russia blocked it because it has a song about Christmas in it. It's over the speakers. So Home for Christmas is the name of the song, and it was blocked in Russia. So Linda's singing to Fleetwood Mac's Landslide. You can kind of hear it. Oh, another thing too, the real weird, David Lynch has not posted his vlog on David Lynch Theater, which is the weather report, or today's number is, in over 3 days, since December 16th of 2022. So the 17, 18, and 19, no vlog. So we'll have to, maybe it's because of Christmas time or something. We'll have to look back and see if he takes a break around Christmas time. Maybe he's taking a Christmas break. Hill. Kind of hear it, right? Landslide. Maybe. The landslide. And if it was close to that, content would get blocked, but copyright. But you can hear her in there singing. So I really don't like watching bad movies, but Vertigo is a great movie. I only like watching great masterpiece movies. It actually kind of bothers me if I watch a crappy movie. I just don't like it. I have to watch masterpiece movies. Now I don't mind vlogging. I don't mind watching vlogs. Like really, I'll just tell you how my life is I'd rather sit around and watch vlogs than crappy Hollywood movies. But Vertigo is actually a masterpiece, and I don't consider it like a crappy Hollywood movie. And actually, to be honest, Hitchcock movies, almost all of them I can watch and just be perfectly content. And I'm the same way with David Lynch too. I can watch David Lynch films and it's like I just go into another universe, another state kind of thing. But I think I'm going to watch some Hitchcock, Vertigo. And I really like Hitchcock. And also, like, sometimes I'll sit around and I'll watch vlogs. I noticed David Lynch hasn't posted a vlog in 3 days, and I'm thinking maybe he's taking a Christmas break. But for right now, I'm going to try Vertigo. I'm a big fan of Hitchcock. I like all his stuff. He's one of my favorites. I feel the same way about Lynch, too. And I also like Scorsese and things like that, too, of course. But I'm really a big fan of Hitchcock. And I know a little bit about him and his whole theory about the MacGuffin. So when I think about the MacGuffin, I always think, what is the MacGuffin in Vertigo? And my theory is it's actually Vertigo. Just like the MacGuffin in the Maltese Falcon is the Maltese Falcon. Or in Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. In this case, I'm thinking that Vertigo is the MacGuffin. But it's really great. I used to get vertigo sometimes when I was younger. I'd wake up and everything would be like spinning. But in this version, or in this subject of vertigo in Hitchcock, vertigo comes from the fear of heights, which in actuality, vertigo just means dizziness. And you can get it from sinus infections and things like that. But we're going to give it a try. It's a really good one. It's got a great opening. And we're going to go ahead and give Vertigo a try. And I'm going to actually watch the whole thing on my PS3 right here. So go this way right here. You can kind of see it. There's a vlog on about Grace Kelly, which Rear Window is my other one that I want to buy. I want to get all of Hitchcock's.
Silver screen legend Grace Kelly, Princess Grace of Monaco, many believe that she became incredibly depressed living in hyperstate. Back in Court High Society, the life of Prince Kelly reveals that the actor even once boldly told the reporter, "I don't expect to be happy, and I don't look for happiness."
Now we go to the home screen here, and the next step is to go to PlayStation here. Now this is all Blu-ray, okay? This particular version is just regular DVD, but I can do any Blu-ray I want on this. If I get a Blu-ray, I do have a Blu-ray connection, or I have a Blu-ray collection, is what I meant to say. And here we go. Hit this button here. It's the X button right there. And we're gonna see. I need to get a better setup. I do have a sound bar. You can see right under here, right under there, I've got a sound bar. And it's already playing, so you can see that I've already been watching it. So what we're gonna do is, Linda's talking to someone on the phone about insurance. She's trying to find a new insurance company because of inflation. These insurance companies have gotten crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this symbol right here. And I'm going to press the button right here. There we go. And we are there on the main screen. Now I do have chapter list, bonus materials, language, whatever. So we're going to do a chapter list. I'm going to hit that. This is all done with the PS3. Then I'm going to go, you can see this little guy running around here. And what I'm doing is I'm pressing this button. You can see as I press the button, it moves that way. Now, we're gonna move all the way up to the top. So he's gonna, so he's kind of falling. We're gonna move all the way up this way. And the only way to do it is go through menu on the side. So you have to hit the side, just like that, until you get to the very top. And then we're gonna, his main titles, the thing about Hitchcock, was his titling was brilliant. When he would go in with the credits, what they call the main titles. And we're gonna go ahead and hit that and give it a watch for a little bit. Okay, so this has been redone. You wouldn't have saw this in the movie theater back in the day when it first was released. This was put in, this Universal probably was put in. It may have been there, I don't know. If anyone knows, leave a comment. Then it's gonna go into Universal right here. They may have bought it later, or this may have been, I don't know if this exact one was there when the original went out. I only can show a little bit, so I'm gonna have to cut off for copyright reasons. I can show a little bit, but here we go. High fidelity, it's a motion picture. And see, already is genius, you know, right here. Very Scorsese, you know, this is Hitchcock though. Jamie Stewart's in it. It's very Scorsese, very Fellini. And you're seeing just the mouth, just the nose. It's very mechanical on the actual pan. Then we have the eyes. Kim Novak, great choice, you know, casting choice. You couldn't get a better actress to do this. And right into the eye. And I really like that idea. And then Alfred Hitchcock, bam, right there. And you can see the color of the eye and everything. And then we're gonna transition. It's a great place to transition. See kind of a live kind of eye, and it opens, and then you have the credit right there. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna continue watching. Y'all have a good one. So reality is part of filmmaking. And what you're looking at is not necessarily reality, but this is Alfred Hitchcock's signature. So what he's doing is he's having Jimmy Stewart go inside his own dream, or the protagonist go inside his own dream and kind of look around and investigate within his dream. So we're no longer in reality at this point of the movie, but we're in another element, and this is filmmaking. Filmmaking can leave reality and go into another element. Now let's watch this form of dream. You could call it maybe a dream thinking or dream sequence or dream investigation. It's kind of a dream he wakes up and has. So he's actually kind of half awake, half dreaming in his bed, is what Hitchcock is implying, that he's trying to figure out how to solve this mystery in Vertigo. Now this right here, especially this, is very Hitchcock. He pretty much coined that right there. I've seen it on posters, all kinds of stuff. And some of it's animation and some of it's photography. And so you can see him waking up. Now, when I was watching the courtroom scene, I noticed that the acting from the extras were actually very real. But Jimmy Stewart's acting was very kind of stylized in the courtroom sequence, which is right before this. So even the acting is not exactly completely real, but it kind of is. And you can see here, I'm backing it up to kind of show you, look at the colors that he uses. Martin Scorsese's talked a lot about color in filmmaking. He's very big about using color. Fellini did a little bit, and Hitchcock was the master of it, you know, bringing in color. You can see how the color's changing as it gets closer. Now, of course, you'd watch it in forward. You wouldn't watch it in reverse. I'm reversing it to show you. But look at all the color that's behind Jimmy Stewart as, you know, he's having this episode. And I also want you to watch the acting style of him, when he's asleep. This is very, almost borderline Lynchian, if you'd think. You know, something you would almost see like in a Lynch film, or a surreality almost, or which they call surreal. Look at all the color right here, the changing different spectrums of color. It's pretty amazing. And this is just me backing it up to show you how long the sequence actually is. Of course, when you watch it, you'll get a time, when you watch it, you'll be able to figure out. Now, this is filmmaking, okay? And this does not go on in Hollywood today. It's been abandoned. What's happened in filmmaking today is it's all just very real. It's all based in reality only. And they forget about the dream. So a lot of the filmmakers and stuff are not actual filmmakers. They're bankers. They work for banks. And they're just doing it for money only. I don't think that's the case with Hitchcock. I don't think Hitchcock was only making films for only money. I really don't think he was. So let's watch the sequence where he goes to the grave. Now this is the middle of the dream sequence right here. We're going to watch him go into the grave and just kind of focus on this. And like I say, like most filmmakers, they're just doing it for money only. And when that happens, they're going to focus more on reality, and they're going to forget about the dream. Because a lot of actors and filmmakers in Hollywood today, they have forgotten the dream. They don't write about the dream. They write about the money. And it's destroyed cinema. You notice you've got some people that are movie stars that are sons of bankers, right? And they don't know what they're doing. They're just simply making money. That's it. They're going to be concerned with how much the movie made, what kind of award they're going to get, like if they're going to get an Oscar or if they're going to get something like that, and they forget about the dream. So we must not forget about the dream of the movie. And Hitchcock never forgot about the dream. You don't get images like this from modern day filmmakers. You really don't. They forget about the painting too. They no longer take, they no longer, even consider the painting of a movie. Lynch is still doing it. David Lynch he's still painting. So he didn't forget about the painting and the dream. So you don't see things like that anymore. Trying to get this thing to work. And also, I think he was obsessed with the execution of the film, but he wasn't doing it to impress people. Hitchcock was doing it to tell a story. He wasn't doing it to go, oh, look, does that work? Is that cool looking? Does this shot work? He wasn't like that. Now look at all of this. It goes into like a, almost like Pink Floyd The Wall kind of stuff, you know? Because Pink Floyd The Wall did a lot of this stuff, you know? And this is in the middle of the dream sequence, okay? And this is playing it backwards right here, which we're gonna get into it going forwards. I just wanted to watch it backwards so you get an idea of this is part of the dream sequence. Look at all the color too. You don't see any filmmakers other than maybe Fellini that did this kind of stuff, right? And then you know, the performance by Jimmy Stewart is obviously very stylized. You know, it's not, it's very almost like something you would see in an art house, very art house film performance. You know, it's not a normal, very realistic, you know, naturalism kind of performance. He's very much acting, and throughout all of this, and really using his ability as an actor. And here's him. Now, I wanted to watch this sequence right here, and notice Jimmy Stewart's eyes. This is very interesting because they must have colored them in with Technicolor to make them very, very blue. And you can see how it's going into the blue right here. And then you'll notice when we watch it in just a minute when it plays forward, you'll notice, okay, so he's in bed. Now look at his eyes, watch his eyes. Watch. And the purple shallows it out. Look at the different color of the eyes and then what he turns into. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can find, so I'm gonna pause it right here. And I wanted to just kind of show this. I know we have the music. Bernard Herrmann's music is amazing. But I wanted to show you, I'm gonna pause it right here without the music. Because that's the only thing they're gonna get me on. But watch this, just watch it. Very Lynchian. This is very, well, this goes more almost like Fellini kind of stuff almost, with him falling downward like an 8.5, and then he wakes up. It's a very quick sequence, but it's very cool.